Greetings everyone. On the bench today I have a package here to open. It's supposed to be an amplifier. I'm not really in the repair business, but I was talking with a guy. We're discussing running the JAT 501 in Class A mode, and we went back and forth. We ended up buying this amplifier, shipping it to me. Bought it off of eBay. It's supposed to not work. The ad says powers up but no sound. So let's pop this box open here and see what we get. We got deals today and cheer tomorrow. Okay, we have this Rockford Fosgate amplifier here. Looks pretty beat up. P400-2 punch. So are these supposed to be good or something? I don't know much about car audio stuff. I don't really follow it anymore. When I was a kid, 35 years ago, I had a little system. I never had anything big, but how do you get into this thing? Those missing screws. That's probably used to mount it. Yeah, I'm going to open this thing up. Hopefully it's not been molested. Somebody got in there and started poking around and screwing things up. I don't know what's what. Looks like it's missing a cover plate or something. I'm sure this is power over here, and that's speakers, and I don't know what this stuff is. Looks like an Ethernet port. It's probably for something else. So yeah, I'm going to go online and dig up stuff on this thing. I'm going to open it up as well. I'm not going to just hook it right up to power. Had a hell of a time getting in this thing. One screw missing, and all of these are different. And this one, I think it was a Torx. It was stripped out. I couldn't get any hex to work on it. Looks like it was hex. This one's Torx. This one has different threads. It was jammed in there. It's a hex. So yeah, this thing's been monkeyed with. However, I'm not seeing any signs of molestation here. I'm not seeing any skid marks. So yeah. I went online to see what this thing's rated and to find the the hookup here. This is positive, negative, remote. And the inputs, speakers. I did find out it's 100 watts per channel, 4 ohms, 200 watts per channel, 2. Bridged into 4, it is 400 watts. No distortion specs or anything given. So yeah, I'm going to hook this thing up and see what happens. Okay, we'll use the NERC here. 13.8 volts. Current limit 2.2 amps, just in case. And let's turn the output on. Okay, now I gotta hook this remote lead up. It should turn the amp on. And I just exceeded the current there. Let's turn it on again. I think I have a current limit set on the supply. Hang on. No, I had the thing set to 8 amps. So I don't know why it would just turn off instead of going into current limit. Maybe it's a bug with the supply I found. But anyway. Well, I cranked it up to 5 amps. And we got the blue light special here, so I'll have to measure some voltages to see if the amp is where the supply is actually sending voltage to the amplifier part. Okay, checking the output here. We have negative 35 volts on the output of this channel. So the negative side MOSFET, whichever one of these it is shorted. I checked the other channel and it seems okay. So we have to see which MOSFET is the one that's shorted. Okay, I just screwed my probe into the output lead there, and it seems to be this MOSFET that's bad. Every lead gives me a beep here, if I can get on that. Hello. Beep. And I gotta go around at this angle. I can't do this looking through a viewfinder, but I'm probably gonna get a beep. Yeah. See, this is probably the gate. Are these backwards? I forget. I'll have to look at the part number here. Let me guess. The part will not be available. And yeah, beep on that. So it looks like this is the culprit. That MOSFET is shorted. Not finding anything on the other channel. I'll probably have to check the drivers, make sure they didn't pop as well. I'm sure I'm going to get a see if I can get my thingy on that. I'm getting normal. That's the tab. That's connecting to one of the pins, so yeah, it's going to beep. So please don't beep on this one. Please don't beep. About 2 volts on that one. Charging a capacitor, it seems like. I think that transistor is probably fine. I think we just have a bad output MOSFET. It says it's MOSFETs. I think's going on here. I have to make sure these didn't. Well, we're getting something on the output. I don't think those would be open. But yeah, let's see what we're dealing with here. FQA28N15. Well, of course it is. Let's check out the data sheet. In channel QFET MOSFET 150 volt 33 amp 90 milliohms. That sounds switch modio to me. And let's see, in channel enhancement blah blah blah, DMOS, switch mode, power supplies, audio amplifier. It is a class AB, it says. The amplifier, that is. So yeah, I'll have to start matching up specs, checking figures of merit, see if I can match up a part to pop into that thing. Maybe I have something. I just pop it in to see if the amp works and then find a part. I don't know. I only have these BJTs, unfortunately. I could put one in there and see if it explodes or not, just for fun. Hey, let's do it. No, I'm not going to do that. I did find this thing. That's a MOSFET. I don't know if it... I'll have to check the data sheet, the polarity. I know it's a 600 volt. Completely not meant for this job. But, you know, put it in just to see what happens. Now, I'll look around. See if I can find something better. I might have something better that would work. Till I can, you know, match up with the proper part to put it in there. And hope that the thing works. What I'd like to do is see if this other channel is working. It's not shorted. See if some audio comes out of it. Because, you know, if there's another problem with this thing, then, you know, the surface mount stuff, I'm not really set up to work on surface mount. I don't have the equipment. My big blunt point soldering iron will make a mess of this stuff. Well, I went for it. I clipped this bad part out. I didn't even take the board out. I soldered that other MOSFET in there. And the output is now showing no offset. No 35 volt rail on the output anymore. Just your normal, very slight offset. That channel's drawing bias current now, so the power is up a little bit. It's about what I would expect. I'm ready to throw some signal in here. See what this thing's gonna do. And we're working again. I dare hook up my speakers. And let's hit the button here. Oh, I can't play that. That's Spooky Tooth. That's way too good for YouTube. You can't play the real good stuff. Let me go find some YouTube safe music. Dirty Control. I can't turn those very easily. It's like the bass is cranked up on this thing. Turn this thing down a little bit. I mean, both channels are working. I don't hear any distortion. Sounds clear as a bell. Sounds a little bassy though. It's like maybe one of these controls adjust the bass level. I'd have to look up what does what. There's no indication here. This Ethernet jack looking thing, it's like a for an outboard equalizer, I think. Yeah, it works. So I'll have to find the proper transmutator, encabulator, difumulator, replace the substitute part. You know, this is audio, not rocket science, nor is it switch mode power supply stuff. Now, if I had to replace these switch mode power supply transistors, then yeah, it could be an issue, but still, you want to get the right part in there and get the thing working properly. But yeah, I'll tinker around, but the thing's working. I don't hear any distortions or anything, so it's biasing up properly. And yeah, this control needs sprayed maybe, but yeah, it seems to be working just fine. Well, I don't know, what should I do? I guess I'll put this aside and see if I can find the proper part, put it in there. I'll have to take the board out probably to do that properly. But yeah, I'm just playing around here. Why not? Just have some fun. Alright, that'll do it for this one. Catch you next video.